this evening. How many of you have never been to one of our parties before? No? Oh my gosh, so all of you guys are party virgins? How exciting. So no pro-hos in the house? Okay, no problem. Well, I need to pop your cherry tonight. As I said, my name is Ashley, and I'm going to be your consultant for this evening. And right now you guys are looking at my vulva phone. It allows me to talk, it allows you to hear me, and isn't that better? That's so much better, isn't it? So you guys can hear me way better. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to show you guys some really fun things today. Some will be lickable products, some will be sniffable products, some will be rotating and vibrating products, and then of course at the end of the party, you're going to get to come to the private shopping room, and you're going to get to see everything that we have available and take home your goodies that day, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, if you saw on the Facebook event, but I actually have a traveling boutique with me. I call it Pay Today, Play Today. I accept all major credit cards and cash. You're going to get your goodies today. Isn't that great? Heck yeah! So you guys have a lap board in front of you. Okay, your lap board has 3 different things in it. You're going to have a little card that says, hey, let's connect. If you could just go ahead and take a moment and fill in the front for me, that's going to be your ticket into the shopping room. I'm going to collect those beforehand. It just kind of helps me streamline the shopping room for you. There is a back side to that. We're going to get to that a little bit later. You're also going to see that you have a catalog. The catalog is yours to keep. Feel free to browse that at the end of the party. I find that if you browse it during the party, it becomes a little more overwhelming and hard to kind of keep track of things, but it's there just in case you have to seep out, or in case you're just really curious about something. But that's yours to keep. Feel free to share it with a friend if you'd like. You're also going to see that we have a wish list, and that wish list is a full-size wish list. It has little check mark boxes on it. Makes it super easy for you guys to keep track of anything and everything you're interested in, because chances are once I take out the vibrators, you're going to forget everything else I had to show you. So definitely keep track of everything and kind of check things off along the way. The pen is also yours to keep. And the only thing I'm going to need back at the end of the party is just your little lap board and that card. Fair enough? Alright, so I'm going to go around the room, and I'm going to give you guys a fun little sexy name, and we're going to go ahead and jump on in and get started. Before I do that, I want to let you guys know that my name is Ashley, and I didn't grow up saying I wanted to be the sex toy lady. Did any of you guys do that? No? No? Okay. Well, I actually went to college, and I have a master's degree in curriculum and instruction. I used to be a school teacher, and I was broke as a joke. I loved teaching, and what I found was that I couldn't afford anything extra in life. I couldn't take vacations, and then one day I had my student loan payments roll in, and they were $750 a month. And on a teacher salary, there was no way that I could afford those student loan payments. So I became a pure romance consultant knowing absolutely nothing about this product line. I'd never been to a party. I'd never owned any of the products before. Never even knew the company exists. I actually went online on Google, typed in work from home, up, sell sex toys from home, and the rest is history, right? After 1 year in the business, I was matching my teaching salary, and after 3 years in the business, I was able to quit my teaching job to be a stay-at-home mom. And some really cool things that have happened to me since then is I've been allowed, with this business, I've been able to homeschool my kiddo and stay home with her. And when my older one gets once my youngest one gets a little bit older, I'll get to homeschool her as well. But I've also been able to retire my husband so he can have his own business and live his dreams and pursue his dreams. So this business has been pretty awesome. So I tell you guys that because I am a trainer with Pure Romance. And one of the things that I do is I help people along the way if they're interested in more information about my job. So if you could see yourself doing what I do for whatever reason, just hit me up at the end of the party and I'll give you some information about my job. Sound cool? Okay, cool. And I also want to let you guys know that I am not above bribery, okay? I am not a person who's going to bribe you to have a party by any means, but I do want to let you guys know some of the perks. There are 3 ways you can purchase our products. The first way is by coming here tonight, and you're going to get to reward our fabulous hostess, Kim. By the way, thanks for having the party. You're going to get to reward our hostess with some free products with your guys' purchases. She's going to get a percentage of the party sales and free product. P.S. If you find that your wish list is a whole lot larger than your wallet, you might want to have a party yourself. That's the second way you can get our products. When you have a party, you're going to get a percentage of the party sales and freebies, and my hostesses never pay full price for anything. So, isn't that awesome? I know you had your eye on some things. And then, of course, the third way that you guys can purchase our products is by just becoming a consultant yourself. Some of our consultants are hobbyists, and then some of our consultants are full-blown career consultants. So either way, you're always going to get an amazing discount. So I'm going to just kind of throw a little something out there to see if you're interested. Now, Kim gets a bunch of freebies by having the party based on party sales, but I also like to reward people for other purposes. So I have a fun little list of dates available. These are my hot dates. I have 6 dates. They're all in August right now. And you'll notice that if 3 people choose a date tonight, she's going to be able to open up this little manila envelope. And in this manila envelope, there is a gift for now and a gift for later, okay? Gift for now and a gift for later. And if 5 people decide to have a party tonight, not only is she going to be able to get a gift now, but she's also going to be able to open up this pink envelope for her gift later as well, which, P.S., is a bigger gift for later. So, if at any point in time you're feeling like, I want to have a party, I would like some freebies. By the way, our parties are free. I'm just going to kind of leave this right in the middle of the floor so you can go ahead and look at it. Now, one other little perk, because it's not only about Kim, right? If you decide that you want to have your party, and I don't have to chase you, and I don't have to find you later and say, hey, I need to look at my calendar, all that mess. If you decide that you want to have a party with me, and you choose one of these dates, not only are you going to help Kim, but I'm going to let you spin my prize wheel. You're going to literally spin this, and this is going to be an extra bonus gift the night of your party, in addition to all your other freebies. You can get up to an extra $100 in free product the night of your party by booking tonight. Fantastic? Okay, so I'll just kind of keep that there, just in case you're interested. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump on in and let you guys know that our catalog has many different sections to it. It has a lot of different components, and that's because as a female, we go through many different stages when it comes to intimacy with our partner. And typically that first stage is going to be wanting to be intimate with your partner, which is your desire stage. You want to feel sexy, smell sexy. And typically what that is, it comes from like things like shaving and washing our body and making sure that we smell great. So we have an entire selection of bath and beauty products that are infused with pheromones. Do you guys all know what pheromones are? Yes, they're sex attractant. Now earlier today, as you guys were walking through the party, I gave you guys some basic instinct on your guys' arms. If you guys go ahead, just smell your wrist really quick and smell the person who's sitting next to you, you guys should smell completely different. And that's because this product combines with your body's chemistry and it creates your best sexy scent. If you're a person who's in the tip industry, if you rely on tips for a living, this particular product will help kind of get you those better tips, but it also is just a really fun thing to get you free drinks when you go out to the bar too. So I would highly recommend getting your basic instinct if you like to get free drinks. Now if you're a person who's like, I really like pheromones, however, I like more of a perfume, like maybe you want more of a blatantly obvious scent, that is our Flirt perfume, and this literally is sex attractant in a bottle. It just smells amazing. So I'm going to have you guys smell this particular product. I want you to spray your chest if you'd like to. All right, 1 squirt is good, 2 is better, 3 will make it smell like a hooker. Your choice. All right, so go ahead and give that a try. Spray it on yourself, see what you think. And that's called our Flirt perfume. There's a lot of pheromones in that as well. So anyways, you're smelling great. Everything is wonderful. Let's just go back, though, before you guys started spraying perfume and stuff on you. Let's go ahead and talk about your bathroom experience, okay? If you're a person who shaves, and if you get the ingrown hairs when you shave, maybe you're doing a little bit of ladyscaping, maybe you want your man to do a little bit of manscaping, maybe you get the ingrown hairs or the deadly itch that sneaks up on you around 5 o'clock when you're in Target, maybe you just have a whole world of Chewbacca in a headlock down below, partner's going downtown, you're like, hairball, right? It's not sexy. So we have a couple of products that will kind of make you feel sexy and smell amazing as well. We have a product called Coochie Cream, one of our #1 selling products. It's a rash-free shaving cream. If you're a person who gets the ingrown hairs, you want this in your life. Do any of you guys have Coochie Cream already? It's the bomb diggity, right? It's the best thing ever. So Coochie Cream comes in several different scents, and the scent that I'm going to show you guys today is our Sweet Fantasy scent. It smells a lot like Victoria's Secret Love Spell. It's a very sweet, sensual scent. So I'm going to spray the body dew on you guys. If you want to go ahead and give me a naked leg or a naked arm, and you guys are just going to go ahead and rub that in. Squirt, squirt. And just go ahead and rub it in, see what that feels like. If you're a person who has really dry skin naturally, it just really helps hydrate your skin. But if you're a person who has a tattoo that's faded a little bit, it'll bring back a lot of color with your tattoo. And of course, I like to call it sexy J-Lo legs in a bottle, okay? So if you're a person who wants those sexy little J-Lo legs, or maybe you just are that girl who just really hates lotion because you're just too lazy to put it on, you just get real hot, you get sweaty by the time you put it on, it just leaks off of you in the summertime. All right, I'm that girl, I hate lotion for that reason. That's lazy woman legs, or lazy woman lotion in a bottle, so that's called Body Dew. So definitely get those together as a set, they're amazing together. And we have several other products within that same scent realm that smell amazing as well. Now, let's say you're a person who shaves. Have any of you guys ever gone to the beach after you shaved your legs? How was that experience for you? Terrible, right? Very painful. And that's why we have this amazing product for the beach this time of the year. It's called Skin Therapy. Right after you're done shaving your legs, this product is actually going to tighten the pore. So literally spray your legs. It's going to tighten the pore. That way you don't have that extra irritation when you're at the beach. It's also great for kind of tightening up the pores on your face too. You guys want to look closely? You can't see them on my face. I'll tell you why. This product is great for tightening those. So Skin Therapy, great product. And P.S. it does smell like Fruit Loops, which is a bonus. All right, so now let's say you're feeling sexy, you shaved your legs, you're smelling great, and you turn around, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, and hail damage. Hail damage, okay? If you're a person who has a little bit of hail damage on your booty, you want to make it look like you did 100 squats a day, right, for 3 weeks? I have a product for you. This is called Body Boost. And Body Boost is a firming and tightening cream. It works amazingly well from head to toe. I use it every day on my face, but you can use this in all the body parts that maybe you want a little bit of firming and tightening. And if you want to see some real life pictures, one of the perks of being one of my customers, you're going to get to add yourself here shortly to one of my VIP pages. You're going to get to take advantage of some product testing if you do decide that you want to do that. And just ask me to see the picture of the product tester that put this on her booty for 3 weeks. You will never believe it's the same bot, okay? So just ask me about it in the shopping room, okay? So that's called our Body Boost. Highly recommend that product. All right, so you're smelling sexy, everything's great. Your partner walks in, though, and you're like, I am so ready, right? And you're like, oh, okay? Let's just be real. You are less likely to give your partner a BJ when he stinks, right? It's true. Okay, so you want to make sure that your partner is smelling great, and so I have 2 different scents for your partner, okay? We have shaving cream, we have body wash, we have the body sprays, we have talc powder. I have Channing Tatum and I have Jax in the bottle. Which one is your preference? I don't care. If you're a person who likes Channing Tatum, we've got the blue and red, all right? Channing Tatum in a bottle is our clean man scent. If you're a person who likes a clean man scent, you like a person who opens up the door for you, a guy who likes to shave his chest, a guy who likes to do a little manscaping, a guy who's he's just sweet and he smells nice, right? So this one is Channing. Just go ahead and smell Channing for a moment and see what you think about that. And then if you're a person who likes your panties pulled off you and your hair pulled, all right, that's called Jax, all right? It's a little more masculine, a little more manly man smelling. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some Jax on this one. You can go ahead and give that one a smell. And P.S., I am totally not against having the perfect man and just do them both at the same time, right? So these are our men's body products, and they smell amazing. And if you're not aware of that, your sense of smell is one of the very first things that you do to help you determine whether or not you're attracted to somebody. So it's important that you enjoy the way that your partner smells, okay? So those are just some of our men products. All right, that's enough about that. We have lots of other bath and beauty stuff in the catalog, but that's what it's there for. I just want to kind of show you a few of those items. However, you shaved and everything is looking wonderful, right? And then you walk into the bedroom and you're like, you know what would be great today? Foreplay. Foreplay would be amazing. It really would, right? Now, Foreplay can come in many different varieties. It first starts off in your head. We have some beautiful lingerie in the back of the catalog that goes from size small to size 3X, 4X. We have some with underwires. We have some that are a little more flirty and fun, and we even have a full body fishnet stocking, just in case you want to leave this party tonight and be like, bam, that's what I did, all right? Just go ahead and change in the bathroom if you need to. If you purchase it, totally okay if you want to do that. But we also have some other types of foreplay items. We have your card games and your dice games. We have your more romantic types of foreplay. And then, of course, we have your more risque types of foreplay, a little more like spank me, kind of crop me, nibble clamp kind of things like that, too. So I'm going to start off with just some of our more edible forms of foreplay, so kind of like your standards. However, I will tell you that original flavored penis and original flavored vulva does not taste that great, right? Right, okay, so unless it's my vulva is amazing. Okay, so original flavored penis typically doesn't taste that good, and that is why we have a product called Great Head, right? If you guys remember correctly, at a time in your life that maybe you had to give a blowjob, it's usually at the ABCs of blowjobs, right? Anniversaries, birthdays, and mama wants Coach purse kind of situation. This particular product will slick the back of your throat so you don't have the gag reflex anymore. It has a sensitizer, which is going to make him come sooner. And of course, it's flavored, so if you want to swallow and be more woman than I am, you can do that too. P.S. I hear swallowing is great for your skin. I'm not going to name any names, but some of you guys are swallowers in the room. Alright, so I want you to go ahead and give this a try. We put a little dollop on your hand, rub it around a little bit, taste it, lick it, and luscious lemonade. It tastes like if you guys ever had a lemon meringue pie, that delicious like inside component of a lemon meringue pie. It's so good, okay? So just go ahead and taste it, rub it in, lick it off, and give that a try. Okay, so everything is wonderful, tasting great. By the way, if you're not aware of the power of a blowjob, Coach purses, Michael Kors, house payments, everything has a cost in blowjobs. So use it as a negotiation tool, and that bottle will pay for itself tenfold or more, okay? So anyways, we don't want your partner to get the only little bit of oral satisfaction, right? You also want to have a little bit of yours as well, and that's why we have a product called Whip. This is a creamy lubricant. I recommend that you put this particular product on 4 areas of your body, and you're going to tell your partner it's in 7 or 8, and you're going to get all the licking you could possibly need. Now we have several different flavors. This particular flavor is called our Cherry Berry Sorbet, aka tastes just like a bomb pop. Do you guys know what a bomb pop is? Those little red, white, and blue popsicles the ice cream truck guy drives by with? That's right. It is summer, and we can go ahead and cool things down for you in a hot bedroom. So I'm going to put a little dollop on there. Same thing goes, rub it in just a little bit, and go ahead and taste away. Now if this is not your favorite flavor, we do have several other flavors of this as well. We have it in rainbow sherbet, we have it in vanilla cupcake, and we also have it in peaches and cream too. So just kind of give that a try. And that one's called Whipped. By the way, when you see a product you like, make sure you write it down. That way you can keep track of it, because once I take out the vibrators, you'll forget everything else I have to show you. All right, so anyways, you have all that fun edible foreplay, and then sometimes when you have all that fun edible foreplay, you're going to wind up with a wet spot that lands on your side of the bed, right? All right, and if you don't know what the wet spot is, make sure you see me in the shopping room. We're going to get you hooked up with a really awesome G-spot vibrator, okay? So this particular product is called Between the Sheets. It's a silky spray. You spray it all over your bed sheets. It soaks up the wet spot that lands on your side of the bed. And of course, I'm all about talking about other wet spots that we might have too. So if you have larger breasts, spray the inside liner of your bra. It helps soak up the wetness there. And of course, if you have really stinky, sweaty shoes, you can just go ahead and spray the inside of your shoes, and it will help soak up any wetness and get rid of the stink as well. Now, this particular scent is a Between the Sheets and the Radiant Orchid. We also have it in a few other scents as well. And it's just an amazing component to have in the bedroom to make your bedroom smell a little more sensual and sexy in between sheet washes. All right. Now, another type of foreplay that we have is going to be your more romantic types of foreplay. Do you guys all love massages? We all love massages. Now, the problem is your idea of a massage and your partner's idea of a massage are 2 very different ideas, aren't they? So your idea of a massage is like climb on your back, deep tissue, really get into it, maybe get a little sensual with it. 40 minutes later, if you're not asleep, maybe it leads to other things, right? Your partner's idea of a massage, you bend over, take a piece out of the oven, bam, 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 rub your back. Hey, you ready? Right? You guys familiar with that? You ever burn your hair from that? Okay, I've been there. So anyways, we have an amazing product that kind of makes the massage a little bit easier. And it really helps you kind of have a little more control over the pressure, the heat, makes it a little bit easier in the bedroom. And this, of course, is a multi-use product too. So this little guy right here is called our Hot Heart Massager. You're going to literally flex this disc, and this thing is going to heat up to about 130 degrees, and it's going to stay warm for 45 minutes. I recommend getting 2. 1 for each hand, or 1 for you, and then 1 for your partner. That way you guys can really, not have to share just 1. But you can imagine, you tie up your partner. We have an amazing piece of bondage in our catalog. It's called the Bed Bondage and Beyond. Push down your partner. Tie him up just like this and look right on down at him and go, you've been a naughty boy, right? And then you're going to take a blindfold, put it right over his eyes, but not covering his eyes completely. And you're just going to go ahead and pour some oil all over your partner, all right? And you're going to take the Hot Heart Massager and you're going to set down. But you are not going to insert anything, ladies. We're talking foreplay. We're not talking intercourse. You with me? Okay, you got to teach your man foreplay. Sometimes they don't know. All right, so you're going to set down, penis right here, okay? And you're going to rock. And you're going to rock and you're going to massage. Rock and massage. And then when they're good that way, you're going to be like, I'm not done. I'm going to do the legs. Penis right here between the butt cheeks. You're going to rock and massage. Rock and massage. Just watch out when you turn around. You might get your eye poked out, okay? When he's all done being massaged, you're going to unbuckle him from that Bed Bondage and Beyond, and you're going to say, I'm so ready for my massage now too, right? Because you want to make sure you get yours too. That's why it's important to have 2 of them. This is also great for a couple of other purposes. If you have really bad bad menstrual cramps. It's great for if you're a breastfeeding mom, you want to kind of help with the letdown. If you have kids that are in baseball practice or wrestling or gymnastics, and if they have aches or pains at night, instead of them sleeping with heat pack that you have to plug in, and maybe you're a little bit freaked out about that, I know I would be, you can just go ahead and lay this with them. Any ear pain, mouth pain, whatever, it's just a great little extra heat pack. Now, I recommend using this particular product with a massage oil called Aura, and Aura is our sensual massage oil. It's not really greasy at all, and this particular scent is our lotus and honey. It's a very light, sweet scent, so it's really unisex. I love it. And give me the top of your hand. Alright, I can't believe this with that. Isn't that great? Have you? What the fuck? That was the first time I ever did that. Isn't that great? And have you smelled the lotus and honey? Smell that, it's amazing. And have you smelled our lotus and honey yet? Isn't that great? You're the hostess, you get an extra long massage. Alright, so if you're a person who's looking at your wish list right now, you're thinking, where is that thing, where is that thing? It is called our Hot Heart Massager, and the oil was called Aura, and that scent was called Lotus Honey. Lotus and honey. Alright, so anyways, that's another form of foreplay that you can have. Now sometimes all of the foreplay in the world can happen, and sometimes you just need something more to make that mind-body connection. And that's what our Clitoral creams are for. So before I even show you this product, on your wish list right now, it's called Boost, Pure, Amp, and O. Just go ahead and check mark that spot on the wish list, because y'all are going to want this in your life, all right? Your clitoris has about 8,000 nerve endings on your body. 8,000 nerve endings on your clitoris. And that particular area is the most nerve ending rich area on your body. Its sole purpose is for pleasure. 85% of women need clitoral stimulation to have an orgasm, which means that if your partner is just sticking a penis inside of you and you're like faking it till you make it, I promise you, you're not broken. It has nothing to do with that. Most women need that clitoral stimulation to have an orgasm. What this particular product does is it kind of helps even out the playing field. It causes the blood flow to rush to that area, and it makes it easier to have an orgasm because you're going to get this really cool, mint kind of tingly sensation on the clitoral area, increasing the blood flow to that area, and awakening the nerve endings to that area, and just overall giving you a pretty intense orgasm. Okay, so there's 4 different ones, as I said earlier, and I'm not going to tell you the differences between these ones, but I'm going to tell you right now that if you want a clitoral cream, just let me know in the shopping room, and I'm going to make sure I ask you a few questions. That way we don't blow your clitoris off. Fair enough? Okay, so that's called Boost, and like I said, there's other ones too. Now sometimes, all of the foreplay in the world, sometimes you still need a good lubricant, right? There's going to come a time in your life where you're going to be really intimate with your partner, and it's going to be what I call drunk sex night. It's usually the first time it happens. And you're like, everything is great, everything is wonderful, you're drunk, you don't know the difference, right? You totally tried to do it in your butt just now, right? And you're like waking up the next morning, what did I do? All right? Same thing goes with lube nights, okay? So typically on drunk sex nights, you're there all night long, and then you go to the bathroom several hours later, and you have the burning sensation when you pee. And that typically is because your vagina is a very sensitive area, and it does need lubrication. If you guys don't believe me, have you ever tried going down a slip and slide dry? It is not fun. All right, and that is what it's like with the vagina. You have to have something that kind of creates a nice barrier inside the vagina so it's comfortable, and it keeps your pH balance very, natural, and of course, it's just more fun. Wetter is better, okay? So I'm going to show you guys 2 different types of lubricants. One of these lubricants is really just designed for vaginal play, and the other lubricant is designed for anal play or vaginal play, and I'm just going to have you guys take your pointer finger, and you're just going to kind of go pop in the middle of my hands, and I want you to kind of meditate and become one with the lubricant and see which one you like better, and I'll tell you which one is which in just a second. You're going to notice that one is a little more silky, and one is a little more wet. Sometimes one feels a little bit thick at first, but just keep rubbing, and you're going to feel the differences shortly. Okay, so hold up your guys' left hand for me for a moment. Your left hand, do you guys feel it's a little bit thicker at first? Your left hand is a product called Simply Silk. And Simply Silk is a silicone lubricant. It's toy friendly, it's waterproof, great for anal play, great for vaginal play as well. But this is what we call marathon sex night lube, okay? This is the lubricant that's going to last you a good long time. And if you're a person who maybe has a hard time producing your own natural lubrication, this is going to last a good, long, solid time for you. Okay? You're also going to notice that it's still going, right? Your other hand is called Just Like Me. Now, Just Like Me felt very wet at first, felt very natural. If you were to put this on, your partner would say, I can't believe it's not JJ juice. That's how real it feels, right? Did you guys notice that it's starting to disappear, though? And that's because this lubricant is a water-soluble lubricant which soaks in very naturally to our body, which is perfect for vaginal play. Because our vagina creates its own natural lubrication, and as long as your body is producing its own natural lubrication, it's going to continually rework with your body. Pretty awesome, right? Now, if your hand is dry on your guys' right hand, go ahead and lick your pointer finger and rework it, and you should feel that it should come back, all right? The other thing I want you to notice is that once it's completely dry, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and dry it off on my arm completely. It doesn't feel sticky, tacky, gunky, or bally. It doesn't feel like you're sleeping with gummy bears all night long, right? So it's a really clean lubricant to use for whatever. Your other hand is probably still wet, right? I'm all about multi-purpose. Ladies, you don't ever waste this lubricant. If your partner gets a little out of control with the lubricant, what you're going to do is you're going to rub it into your hands, like this, with your Simply Silk. And you can use it in a couple of ways, okay? Number one, if you're a person who's going to Busch Gardens and you're going down one of those log flume rides, you guys know what it's like at the end of the day with wet shorts and chub rub, right? Your thighs, all day long. You're going to put this right on the inside of your thighs, and you will never have chub rub again. Waterproof, and it's just going to slide, slide, slide. It's also amazing if you're a person who has a little more of hair, like for me right now in the summertime, it gets a little bit crazy. It's like chi for your hair. It just kind of helps smooth things out for you and helps get rid of any of the unruliness as well. So, and of course it feels nice too. So that's called our Simply Silk. So once again, the one on your guys' left hand, that was your Simply Silk. The one on your guys' right hand was called Just Like Me. Make sure you write down your preference. That way you can remember which one you preferred. Okay, so I think we're ready for vibrators now. What do you guys think? Feel like you've had enough foreplay in your life? Heck yeah, you have. All right, so when it comes to the world of vibrators, there are a few things I have to let you guys know before I take these bad boys out, okay? Because once I take them out, you're going to forget everything else I had to show you, right? So, rule number one about vibrators, you have to clean them properly. You wouldn't wash your hair with your dish detergent, right? You're not going to wash your vibrator with your Clorox disinfectant wipes, okay? You want to make sure that you wash them appropriately because the toys are made of a very specific type of material. Some of them are plastic, some of them are jelly, some of them are silicone, and essentially when you clean your toy with the appropriate materials, you're going to make sure that your toy lasts longer. So we have a little product called Come Clean. It's properly named, right? Spray your toy, let it sit there 30 seconds, rinse it off, and then store your toy away. Which brings you to number two. When you store your toy away, I highly recommend these lovely little bags. They are called toy totes. And these toy totes are meant to keep your toy nice and safe. Never ever store more than one toy so that they're touching each other because some of your toys can melt or fuse together. But what I love about the inside lining of this is that it's a satiny type of material. It's lint-free, and it's going to keep everything very clean. And if you put it in there while it's still a little bit of dampness to the toy, it's going to wick away some of that moisture on your toy so that it's ready to go. Okay, so you don't have to have that moment of having it dry out on your bathroom sink and explaining something to your children that you aren't ready to explain yet. All right, rule number three about vibrators. If it's going inside the vagina or anal area, you want to make sure that you're using a lubricant, okay? If you go home with a vibrator tonight, I'm going to make sure that I ask you about lubrication and make sure you get the right one, okay? Rule number four about vibrators. If your toy is meant for anal play, you keep it anal play, all right? We never ever take an anal play toy and make it a vaginal toy because, ladies, that's called truffle butter, and that is not sexy, okay? And then finally, rule number five about vibrators is this. If you are a person who has a whole plethora of vibrators, and some of them are rechargeable, maybe, if you have been to one of our shows lately, and if some of them are battery operated, if you have a bunch of battery operated vibrators at home, please make sure that you're taking your batteries out, especially if you're not using them on an everyday basis, because your batteries can explode, they can leak, they can cause like corrosion, and you don't want to ruin your bedroom accessories just because you didn't take your batteries out. However, most of the toys I'm going to show you guys today are rechargeable, so yay for this. So you guys are going to see some of the new products on that. Alright, so with that being said, I want to talk to you guys about vibrators. I want to be real with you guys here for a minute about vibrators. Some of you in here are here at this party right now because you're here to replace a vibrator that broke. And I bet you, if I had to put a name on it, you're probably here to replace your bullet, aren't you? Okay? You sure are, aren't you? I know, it's okay. I know. Bullets are a great toy. They were actually invented in the 1980s, y'all. They're over 30 years old. They were invented in the 1980s, and a bullet is essentially a toy that has a little piece of metal on the end, and it's meant for clitoral stimulation. Now, how many of you guys, this is a bullet by the way, if you're wondering what a bullet is, it kind of looks like this. How many of you guys still have a flip phone? Do any of you guys have a flip phone in this room? What? No one has a flip phone? What are you talking about? Seriously? No one has a flip phone. Why don't you guys have flip phones?
They're outdated.
They're outdated, right? It doesn't have all the bells and whistles of your Androids and your iPhones, right? It's hard to text message with them. It makes phone calls just fine, right? It makes phone calls just fine. But everything else about them is completely outdated. If you are here for a bullet, I want you to open your eyes to our newest types of bullets. I want you to be very open to our iPhone 6, maybe iPhone 7 of bullets. This is a clitoral vibrator, and it is called our Home Alone. And our Home Alone is by far one of the best clitoral toys I've ever seen come out with pure romance. If you're a person that's ever kind of driven around, you see the guys working on the road with the jackhammer, you're like, I need that on my clit. All right, this is your jackhammer for your clit, okay? I also want you to listen very closely. It's on right now, all right? Unfortunately, if you have a toy that's maybe 20 years old or 10 years old or maybe even 5 years old, those toys sound like brownies in the bedroom, like meow, 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 meow. You know what I mean? You're taking pillows, you're like, muffle, muffle, I need 4 more pillows, and we're good. Okay, you know what I mean? So this toy is going to be super, super quiet. You can use it while your partner's sitting right next to you. Amazing. The other thing you're going to notice about this toy is the design of this toy. I have a little extra cushion for the pushing, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you're at a different angle, all right? This little toy allows your partner to have a little bit of extra reach around. So maybe your partner's doing something doggy style, extra reach around for the clitoral area. Maybe you're giving your partner some oral stimulation. Put it next to your mouth, put it next to the testicles while you give a blowjob. And then of course, it's great just for your own purposes. FYI, if I didn't tell you, it is waterproof, it is rechargeable, and 30 speeds to play with, one for every stinking day of the month. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys feel this one. Just go ahead and touch it to your nose if you'd like, see what that feels like, and if you like it, that's called Home Alone. Now, if you're a person who is looking at Home Alone and you're like, gosh, that toy looks amazing, but I'm a girl who would really like some vaginal play because I want some vaginal insertion, and I still want a jackhammer on my clit. If that's you, then you want to take a peek at our Do Not Disturb. Same exact type of material. You're going to have that really soft silicone, super powerful, super quiet, waterproof, rechargeable, all that mess. But this particular toy has something that this one doesn't have, which is going to be your dual action component. Vaginal and clitoral. And with the vaginal component, you're having that curve for your G-spot. You guys familiar with your G-spot? When was the last day you and your G-spot has had a hot date? Okay? It's been a while, huh? So G-spot is one of those elusive areas that some of us are like, gosh, G-spot would be amazing, right? But when we hit that area, it starts to feel like you're going to urinate, right? You hit that area, you're like, I'm going to pee all over my partner. And then you go run to the bathroom, you're like, I'm going to pee, and you go run to the bathroom, and nothing comes out, nothing happens. And that's because, well, just to be really honest with you, you can't come and go at the same time. Okay, so this particular toy is going to give you that nice little pressure for your G-spot. You're also going to have that little clitoral component, which is going to be very similar to that bullet type of hard pressure texture. And then you have your speeds to kind of play with. So this little toy is going to help you kind of hit that G-spot area and clitoral all at the same time. So that one's called Do Not Disturb. Now, let's say you're that girl who's like, gosh, I really like that toy, but I have a man at home, and I really feel like I don't want to replace his penis. I don't want to go home with something larger than him. He told me that I could come home with something, but nothing that's going to replace him. I want to let you guys know that there are a lot of customers, or a lot of my customers that love to still be intimate with their partner, even with bedroom accessories. So while you may have never used a toy like this with your partner, you still can absolutely use a toy like this with your partner. However, if you're a person who wants to kind of try things with your partner that is more of a couples toy kind of situation. This little guy right here is one of our limited edition toys. It is not in your catalog. So pay attention very closely. If you like this one, you're going to want to make sure you write this one on your wish list because you won't see it in the catalog at all. This is called our Let's Get It On. Now, Let's Get It On is what we call a couples toy, a C-ring, a cock ring, a constriction ring, whatever it is that you want to call it. And there's a couple of things you want to know about C-rings. First of all, they actually constrict the blood flow, which makes him last longer. So if you have a 2-pump chump or a 1-stroke joke or a Minuteman, I got you covered, boo. All right, it's also going to make him a little bit thicker, a little bit girthier for you, and oh my goodness, I would hate for that to happen for you. And you're also going to notice that this toy has no cords whatsoever. Now, we've been around for a while with our company, and we've seen so many different toys come out that are amazing. This particular toy in our C-ring realm has been one of the best toys that I've ever seen come out of our line. And why is that? Number one, power. Most of the toys that you're going to find in our catalog that are C-rings are either have a long cord and they have like a bullet at the end of it, okay, which is fine, it gives you power, but it has a cord on it. Or they're going to be cordless and they use those teeny tiny little watch size batteries, which are great for 1 or 2 uses, but you're going to have to replace those batteries a lot. This particular toy is a rechargeable, waterproof, 7-speed C-ring, okay? So you're going to notice that I put some lubricant around the inside of this ring. It's really important that you lube up a C-ring, that way it's comfortable for him. And you're going to go ahead and slide it right on over his penis. Now there's a couple ways that you can use this. So let's go ahead and start with like your standard missionary. Okay, so missionary, you got it. You're going to turn this thing on. By the way, super quiet. Your kids are not going to hear it. They're going to probably hear you. You might want to make sure they're gone anyways. Okay, so go ahead and have a little bit of clitoral stimulation. So you're going to go clitoral, clitoral, clitoral. And I'm going to leave this on this toy when you guys feel it today because I want you to feel the power that it has in just the shaft in itself. There's a lot of vibration on this toy. Just in the clitoral piece, it's going all the way up the shaft as well. So, missionary, clitoral, clitoral, clitoral. Let's say you're doing doggy style. Flip it around this way. Put it right against the testicles. Have a little bit of clitoral stimulation that way as well. Or, lazy woman, cowgirl style. Do you guys know what lazy woman, cowgirl style is? Just go ahead and set right on down on that. You turn your pelvic right towards that area, and you just... That's lazy woman cowgirl style. You don't even have to thrust. All right, so 30 seconds to 2 minutes later, hello orgasm, and now you can continue on with your life, okay? So this little toy right here, as I said earlier, is called Let's Get It On, waterproof, rechargeable, crazy powerful, and one of the best couples toy I've ever seen out there, okay? And then, for the person who's like, you know, Ashley, I've always wanted to try some anal play. But I didn't want to commit to myself to the whole process, if you know what I mean. You guys saw the size of Mr. Dependable. He can be a little bit scary, a little bit girthy. And sometimes the one-eyed trouser snake coming towards that butthole is a little scary, right? You're like, oh, no. You wind up, you thinking you're ready, and you do the dolphin sex. You guys know what dolphin sex is, right? You're like bent over, and you're like, I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to recommend that when it comes to anal play, that you kind of scaffold yourself into trying small baby steps at a time, okay? So we have an amazing beginner anal play item, which by the way, you still want to make sure you use a lubricant. This little guy right here is called Taxi Cab Confessions. And Taxi Cab Confession is literally about a centimeter bead at a time and allows you to really try and see what it's like 1 centimeter at a time. And when you feel like you're good and ready to go the next step, just go another bead in and give it a try. It allows you to kind of try it without committing to the whole process, if that makes sense. So this is kind of like your step 1. Never let go when it comes to anal play. There's a little finger restraint for that. All right. The second step is once you're really feeling comfortable with the Taxi Cab Confessions, you can kind of move up to something with vibration. If you're totally okay with maybe a finger in your anal area right now or something small, you might want to try a vibrating toy. This is called our wireless pleasure beads. And our wireless pleasure beads are literally about 1 inch at a time. 1 inch at a time, and with the vibration, all right? So same kind of concept, but just a little bit, one more step up. And then if you're the girl who's like, you know what, I don't need any 1 inch at a time, I don't need that, just go ahead and pop that thing in there, let's try it, but I don't want something that big like a penis, all right? You might like our Bum Diggity, and our Bum Diggity is a butt plug, and it vibrates as well. So you're just gonna go ahead and pop this thing in there, and by the way, when it's dark at night, There's a little strobe effect, so it's really fun to mess with your man the first time you do it. Just like, you like that? Okay, awesome. All right, so just give them a little sound effect. They'll love it, all right? So this is called our bum diggity. All right, so those are just some of our anal play items. Now, if the whole idea of anal play scares you, just know that you do need to have 3 things for anal play. You need to have a lot of lubrication, okay? Simply Silk. You're going to need a lot of communication, which means that you need to trust your partner that you're doing this with. Make sure they know when something hurts. Make sure they know if they need to go a little more to the left, a little more to the right, not that hole, whatever. And then you need to have a lot of relaxation. Alcohol always helps, but we do have something that helps even more, something to help with the relaxation component, and that is called booty ease, and it helps make the initial penetration a little more comfortable as well. Okay, so that's a little bit about anal play. Now sometimes you're like, I need a little luxury. I know some of you guys walked in this room today with your Michael Kors bags and your Kate Spade and your Coach purses. And why do you guys like those purses so much? They are so expensive. Why do you like them? They're pretty. Good quality. They're good quality. When you wear them, you feel like you're petting a pony all day long. Okay. Now, when was the last time your purse gave you an orgasm? Oh, no? Oh. Well, guess what I have? I have your Kate Spade vibrators here, okay? This particular toy I'm going to show you guys next is what we call a luxury vibrator. It is meant for the girl who wants to treat herself to something amazing, for the girl who works hard, for the girl who wants to feel like she's petting a pony, if you know what I mean. All right, all those fun features, and a lady who really wants to treat herself. So this toy right here, when I pull it out, don't get freaked out. Looks a little bit crazy, okay? This toy right here is from our Spotlight collection, and our Spotlight collection has 4 different items in it, and this particular one is called the Main Attraction. First thing I want you to notice is the case that it comes in. It's beautiful. You could set this right on your shelf, right next to your bed, and nobody would ever know that there is a Mac Daddy Awesome vibrator inside of it because it looks like a Harry Potter book, okay? The second thing you're going to notice is that when you open it up, the case is beautifully put together, so everything has its own little components. Did you notice the charger cord? It is rechargeable, but that's not the most important part. When I take this toy out, the first thing you're going to be like is, what is that, right? Because if a man's penis were to come over here looking at you like this, you'd be like, what? Scary! You'd be running away, right? Because a penis that looks like this might have an STD, okay? But I want to ask you a very serious question. When was the last time a penis gave you an orgasm, right? It doesn't happen very frequently, if at all. You might have an orgasm with penis stimulation, but it might come from maybe, what I call the ball tap, you know what I mean? Like the balls touching the clit while you're doing that thing. That's why we all like doggy style, right? It's the clitoral stimulation that we like. So this toy is, like I said, it's your luxurious vibrator. It's what we call a dual action vibrator. And you're going to notice that it has a very flexible head. If you're a person who likes to do a cartwheel, lick your nipple, and put your legs behind your head all at the same time, this is going to kind of work with your body, okay? You're going to also notice that it has a very flexible clitoral piece component as well. There's 2 separate motors. Sometimes you want just vaginal, sometimes you want just clitoral, sometimes you want it both. It's also crazy powerful. I'm going to actually turn on the clitoral piece right now, and I want you to see how fast this thing is. That's speed 1 for clitoral. There are 10 speeds to this toy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So fast it looks like it's barely even moving. 10 speeds, same thing with the vaginal component as well. You're going to also notice that the vaginal component has these ridges. We talked a little bit about the G-spot earlier. These ridges are for your G-spot. And then finally, why does it have this bulbous head? Let's talk about that. Have any of you guys ever had an orgasm with a toy that was shaped like a cylinder, like a phallus, just like the same kind of penis shaped almost? And when you have an orgasm with a toy like that, it's great. It's an orgasm, right? You're like, this is an orgasm, but what are you doing with your hands, y'all? You're holding them here, aren't you? You're holding them here. And when that vibrator is inside of wherever it is, and you're having that orgasm, you're holding on for dear life. Stay! Stay, vibrator! It's really stressful, because if you let go of that vibrator, it's going to hit the other wall, right? And someone better not be standing on the other side, because they're going to wind up with a black and blue eye, right? This particular toy is shaped this way so you can have a hands-free experience. seconds, okay? So you're gonna insert, and while your body is having that orgasm, it's going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's gonna hold it right in place. It's not gonna go anywhere until that orgasm is done. You're welcome. You're gonna be able to have your hands in your hair and have the orgasm that you always see on TV, but you never get a chance to have, right? So I'm gonna pass this thing around. And what I want you to do is I want you to give it a vibrator handshake, okay? I'm going to put it on 10 and 10. 10 clitoral, 10 vaginal. It's okay if you want to play with the speeds. I want you just to feel how powerful this thing gets. A vibrator handshake looks like this. You're going to slip it right on here on your hand. Hello, main attraction. I want you to actually say it. And the person who's sitting next to you, I want you to touch her shoulder. I want you to know that the power of this toy is the very centrally located area where it's going to go. You're going to feel it down the tips of your toes, the top of your head. Hello, main attraction. That's right. Do you feel the vibration? All right. You ready? Hello, main attraction. Isn't that great? You feel the vibration? Okay. Ooh, hello, main attraction. Isn't that great? All right, now it's powerful. I'll pass this back around so you guys can feel it a little bit more if you'd like. Now, last but certainly not least, we want to make sure that we can take care of your man every once in a while when I know what it's like to be a woman, y'all. I know what it's like to have a man at home who wants a BJ every once in a while and you are just not in the mood, right? You want to watch your show, you want to sit down, you don't want to do all that mess. And we have a product for the person who just wants to kind of get credit, but you don't want to actually do it, okay? So this little guy right here is called our Playmate. And our Playmate is what we call a male masturbating sleeve. Some people call it a pocket pussy. Yeah, I like to call it a whack-it jacket. All right, so this little guy right here is you're going to strategically place this whipped lubricant. Put it underneath your pillow, okay? Put this underneath your pillow as well. And you're going to be like, hey, babe, you remember that party I went to? Do you mind if we try something? And he's going to be like, yeah, let's go, right? And you're going to be like, go lay down. And you're going to go ahead and strategically put yourself in the 69 position so that your head is facing your pillow, okay? And you're going to go ahead and grab this from underneath your pillow. And you're going to put some lubricant right on the top of it, just like that. And you're going to take your man's penis. And he's going to be like, okay, this is exciting. Be smart, girls. Get yours while you're giving his, right? And you're going to go ahead and strategically place this toy. Little dollop on the top. Flip it around. And you are going to move your head around. Like this. Okay? Make him feel like a man every once in a while when you're doing the up and down thrusting, or notice it's going to go up and down. A little sound effect doesn't hurt, right? You know, do what you got to do. Move it up and down. When he's about ready to come, you're going to hold on to the bottom. You're going to pump the top. Pump, pump, pump. Really get into it. Really get into it. Really get into it. And then strategically place. And turn around. And your partner's going to be like, babe. Babe. And you're going to be like, what? He's like, you got like, and you're like, oh, what? This? Oh. It's so good. Right? I probably have lube all over my face right now, but guess what? It tastes way better than original flavored penis. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to give me a pointer finger and close your eyes. I still have lube on my face, don't I? You do. I know it makes you want a penis just for a day, right? Now, a couple of other purposes for this product. Probably clean the lube off my face, which probably is going to take me another hot minute. Oh, gosh. Okay. This particular product is great for a couple of other things. Let's say you've ever wanted to try some anal play. I just rubbed it in and I made it worse, didn't I? It's like everywhere.
It's just lotion. You just
I'm extra shiny. Okay, so let's say you've ever wanted to try some anal play, but you didn't want to commit to the whole process, but you are ready for something a little bit thicker. You can use this as a barrier, okay? And you can just have just the tip for real this time, okay? Just the tip. Maybe your man's a little extra longer, a little extra long. You can go ahead and hop aboard. A little trampoline effect. If he's smaller, do not waste the space, okay? So that is called your Playmate. Use your cleaner for that toy. Spray it, rinse it out, flip it inside out to dry it, and you're good to go. It's a great little toy to have, for sure. Okay. Last little thing I want to talk to you guys about, though, is a little bit of vaginal health. Now, these parties are great and they're fun, aren't they? I'm going to tell you guys something that you guys might not know about your vagina, though. Are you aware that you guys have a vagina, first of all?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Are you aware that it's located between your legs?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And are you aware that there's this lovely force on the face of Earth called gravity that constantly pulls at your vagina all day, every day? Are you aware of this? You guys never thought about that, did you? You guys know why my arm weighs high, right? It's gravity, all right? Pulling. Doesn't stay upright. You know that your vagina has this lovely little muscle. It's called a PC muscle. And that muscle it does several different things. It helps if you're a person who's going to the bathroom and you want to stop that flow of urine to answer the phone. If you can do that, you have pretty strong PC muscles. However, as we age, as we go through child and labor delivery, things change with our body. It gets a little bit weak. It gets a little bit not as strong as what it used to be. And as we get older, we typically don't use that muscle as much anymore, maybe for lack of orgasm, or maybe we're not intimate with our partner as much anymore, or whatever the reason is. And then we have the first sign is typically what I lovingly like to call a piss hap. That's when you sneeze or cough and you beat on your leg. You guys know what those are? Yes, we know what those are, right? And then as we get older, things can actually get worse and worse. Have you guys ever heard on TV this thing called vaginal mesh? Vaginal mesh is a surgery that's done to kind of keep everything up and inside, because as we get older, your vagina can literally fall out, okay, if you're not working those PC muscles. So it's really important that I tell you guys a little bit about today about your own vaginal health, and I'm going to highly recommend that each of you guys go home with something that's called a Benoit ball. This is a type of Benoit ball. This particular one is called the exercise her. And a Benoit ball is literally designed to be your weight lifting for the vagina. Some of you guys have gym memberships, right? You like to weight lift, maybe a little bit of toning, a little bit of tightening. You could do this all day in the mirror, and you could build some muscle with your arm. The problem is it has limitations. If you have a little extra resistance, though, you're going to find that you're going to build muscle faster, stronger, more powerful. And that's what Benoit balls are designed to do. So what you literally do, look, I wear a skirt at every party. See, just kidding. All right, so you insert the ball into the vagina, and you can use it with a little sling that comes with the sling. And you're going to insert, and the first time you use it, you want to make sure you're squeezing the right muscles. You're going to kind of stand in the mirror and just kind of squeeze. And when you squeeze those PC muscles, you're going to notice this string move up, and you're going to notice it move down. That's how you know you're squeezing the right area. Now you're going to repeat that process about 10 to 15 times. Rest, do it again, rest, and do it again, just like you would with weightlifting. Okay, insert, squeeze, and release. Okay, and when that becomes too easy, you're going to move up to the 40-gram weight. And when that becomes too easy, you're going to move up to the Exercise Her Pro, and then you're going to move up to the Exercise Her Elite, and then after everything is said and done, girl, you are going to be the new talk of the town when it comes to beer pong, right? Pow! Right? You're going to have some killer PC muscles. It's amazing. It'll help tighten and tone those areas and make sure that everything stays in place that it needs to be in, okay? So these are called the Exercise Her. I highly recommend getting any kind of vaginal health just for your body to kind of help tighten things up. Now, if you're a person who maybe is like, Ashley, I just want a little bit of tighter experience because, well, you know, I've had some vaginal deliveries. Maybe you're not having that issue yet, but maybe you just want a little extra fun. Maybe your man is 3 inches, but he's promising you 10. The Like a Virgin will tighten you up like a vice for 24 hours. It's a tightening cream, temporary. It'll make your man feel like the 10 he's been promising you. Now, there are several other items in our catalog, but you guys would literally be here all night long, and that's never my goal or intention. But what I do want to remind you guys is I want to give you guys a chance to earn some tickets. Now, some of you guys saw earlier on our Facebook event that if you added me as a friend before the party, you're going to get 2 tickets. So who added me as a friend before the party? All right, all of you guys did, huh? Awesome. So I have 2 tickets for each of you, and just go ahead and hold on to those for just a minute. And so for you over here, if you haven't added me on Facebook yet, just go ahead and look me up. Just look up Ashley Livermore, and I will still give you a ticket, okay? So go ahead and take out your phone and do that right now. All right, so there you go. The second thing I want you to do is I want to tell you guys about my VIP group. I have a group that's specifically designed only for my customers. I appreciate and love my customers so much. There's a reason why I do what I do, and if it weren't for awesome customers like you guys, I would still be teaching rotten 5th graders, okay? So with that being said, I don't like to just add people to a group without your guys' permission. So if you guys are interested in being added to my VIP group, let me tell you what that's about. During certain times of the year when we have new product launches, we are going to have product tester availabilities where you're going to be able to test out brand new products that were just released and give me your feedback. Sound like fun? Okay, you're also going to get to take advantage of products when they become discontinued, or maybe they're getting a remodel, or maybe they're just getting rid of it and phasing it out, or maybe I just have too many of them in my stock. Sometimes I do flash sales where you get to take advantage of products at up to 75% off, okay? That's only in my VIP group. And then of course the other thing that I do in my VIP group is, it's just a lot of fun, and I do a lot of giveaways. There's a weekly giveaway every single week. Free coochie cream, free body washes, free vibrators, free all kinds of fun things. So you definitely want to be a part of that. So if you add yourself to my VIP page right now, just look up Ashley Livermore Hampton Roads. It's going to say like Pure Romance by Ashley Livermore Hampton Roads, but just look up Ashley Livermore Hampton Roads, and if you decide to add me right now, I will give you 2 tickets for that as well. You find me? Let me see. Awesome, cool. Very good. Did you find it? Oh, you already added me before, didn't you? You're so smart. There you go. You got me? Okay, awesome, perfect. Thank you for adding me. There you go, there's your tickets. Now, some of you guys might remember earlier that I talked to you guys about having a party. Have any of you guys considered looking at the dates? I'm just going to kind of pass them around. And if you decide that you would like, ooh, you do, you picked a date. Ooh, what date did you choose?
August 15th.
August 15th, ooh, military payday. All right, so if you decide to choose a date right now, anybody else who decides to choose a date right now, I have 10 tickets for you right now if you decide that you would like a date for yourself. So there are 10 tickets for you, my dear. You're very welcome. Now, thank you, my dear. And I'm also going to have you spin the little prize wheel right now since you decide to choose a date right now. And just go ahead and spin. See what you want. La la, what's it going to be? It's looking good. You got yourself a free bottle of coochie cream the night of your party. So there you go. You got that as a little extra bonus. So thank you so much for choosing a date. And if you do decide that you want to choose a date, if you didn't get a chance to pick a sticky note, yeah, I will still have these available in the shopping room, and I will still allow you to spin the spinner, and it will still allow Kim to get some extra freebies. Now, last but not least, of course, I have 5 tickets here. 5 tickets. 1 ticket per question. Ask me anything you want to know about my business, okay? This is my business. This is my business, okay? Ask me anything you want to know. How much we get paid. How much does it cost to get started? What does my husband think about my job? Any trips that we've earned? All that stuff. Just ask away, and I will give you 1 ticket per question.
How much do you get paid?
That's a great question. As a brand new consultant getting started in this business, you'll actually make 40% of everything that you sell. So in just easier terms, most of our parties are about $500 in sales. You're going to make 40% of that, which is about $150 to $200 per party that you do. In 3 hours of work. Isn't that crazy? What else do you want to know?
You said ask about trips. Where do you guys go?
Yes, ask me about my trips. So as a brand new consultant, you can even earn trips with Pure Romance. Right now we're working towards, a lot of new consultants are working towards a trip to Las Vegas. And one of the biggest trips that we're working towards this year is an African safari. Wow. Isn't that crazy? This company actually rewards you for doing your job by giving you trips that people would never get the opportunity to take otherwise. So yeah, you can earn trips with us. I've earned 21 all-expense paid trips with Pure Romance. Yes.
You said you're a trainer, so they train you to do this?
Yeah, so one of the beautiful things about this company is that there's no glass ceiling. So if you decide that you want to work your business in a way where you take it to that level where you want to train people, you can certainly build a team and train them in your local area. And as you get more comfortable with it, you may or may not be asked by Pure Romance to actually train for them as well. But what I love about this business is that you have such an amazing opportunity to grow because our training is by far some of the best training in our industry. We have 24/7 online accessibility. You have access to me as your personal sponsor to help you along the way. We have monthly team meetings that are local in our area, and we have amazing nationwide events as well. So there's a lot of training available for new consultants. Yes?
How much is it to get started?
That's a great question. If I were to tell you right now that you could go to Target and get $500 in stuff for $169. Would you do it?
Getting in the car.
You're getting in the car right now, right? And what if I told you that along with that, I would also allow you to get anything else you wanted at Target at 40% off as long as you were a Target customer?
Getting in the car faster.
You're getting in the car faster, right? That's what it is with Pure Romance. So you can actually, we have 3 different starter kits. You can get started for as little as $169 right now if you do it before Friday. $169, you're going to make 40% of everything you sell, and you're going to get $500 worth of products to show off for your very first parties. What else do you want to know? I have one more question. Yes.
How many parties do you do a month?
That's a great question. What I love most about this company is that you can make your own schedule. We have a lot of consultants that do this just kind of part-time. They just kind of want to make an extra couple $100 a month. Those people work maybe 1 party a week, and working 1 party a week will usually get you between $800 and $1,000 extra per month, which is, you know, mortgage payment for a lot of people. For 1 party a week, 3 hours of work a week, which is great. I am not your average consultant. I do this as a full-time career. I usually work 4 or 5 parties a week, and I make a 6-figure income doing this. Okay, so you guys had an opportunity to ask me a lot of questions about my business, and thank you so much for asking those. If you are a person who wants more information, or if you have some other questions for me, I'm happy to give that for you. I do have 2 questions for you though. If you could go ahead and take your little card that you have in front of you. It says, hey, let's connect. You guys already should have filled in the front. If you haven't done that yet, just go ahead and fill that in for me. But I want you to flip it over to the back side. The back side asks you 2 questions with the numbers on the top. The first question says, are you interested in having a party? A 10 is, heck yeah, I got 10 tickets, all right? A 5 is, you know, I didn't choose a date yet, but I am kind of interested. I'm going to ask you about it in the shopping room. Maybe one of those dates didn't work for you, or maybe you're not sure if something's holding you back from having a party, whatever. Just circle a 5 if you are interested. And a 1 is, heck no, not interested in having a party, and that's okay. I promise you I'm not going to twist your nipple to have a party by any means, okay? The second question asks you, are you interested in more information about my job? A 10 is, heck yeah, Ashley, I'm ready to sign up tonight. I want that $500 in product for $169. I want that 40% discount. I want that Target clearance sale, right? That's a 10. A 5 is, I want some more information, just not ready to make a decision yet, but add me to one of your groups, and I would love to follow you along the way. And a 1 is, heck no, I could never sell purple penises for a living, okay? So whichever one is best for you. You're going to also notice a couple of other questions. If you could just take a moment and fill that in for me, that would be stellar and awesome. And when you're all done filling in that information, I'm going to take your little cards back, and we're going to do a little door prize drawing for it. So while you guys are filling that in, I want to let you guys know a couple of other little things. First of all, Kim, thank you so much for having me over. I had so much fun. Your friends are great, and I hope you get a chance to get all the items I see on your wish list right now. Hopefully we can hook you up with a whole bunch of those things for super cheap. Just a reminder that in a few minutes I will be in the shopping room. Give me about 5 minutes to get cleaned up. It takes me about 5 minutes to get there. If you are in a hurry, if you're paying a babysitter, if you need to get home right now, please start making your wish list now. I will take care of you first in the shopping room. We'll get you in and out and done. If you have a little more time on your hands, maybe you're here to drink a little bit, maybe you have a little more, you have a few more questions that you want to ask, just take your time. You can make your wish list as well, but let's just let some of the ladies that are in a hurry, let's let them come in first so we can go ahead and make sure that they're taken care of. Final reminder, you guys do have a catalog in front of you. You guys can certainly browse that, look at things, look at your wish list, take advantage of the sale tonight. You might have noticed on your wish list there's a little thing called VIP and Elite. Did you notice that? So VIP status is quite simple. If you decide that you look at your wish list and you're like, I'm going to be treating myself tonight. If you treat yourself to $150 in product, that's called VIP status. I'm going to let you choose any one extra item in the catalog that's $20 or less, your choice, for free. Completely up to you. And if you decide that you want to go crazy and go elite status, which means that you're going to spend a little bit more, which is $250, not only are you going to get the free gift, but you're also going to get a free vibrator. I have a basket in the shopping room, and you can just go ahead and go swimming inside that little basket and find whichever one you prefer. Your choice. Some of those vibrators are valued up to $129, okay? And they're rechargeable, just FYI. All right, so just take a moment and just kind of make your wish list. There's a 6% sales tax on all orders, and there is a small shipping fee, whether it's 1 item or 30 items. It's a flat rate of $7. It helps me get those items back in stock. If you're a person who's interested in having a party, we'll get your date all situated, and if you want more information about my job, I will give that to you as well. And then finally, I do accept all major credit cards and cash and PayPal credit. And I can do several methods of payment if necessary. If you feel like you need to rip into 4 or 5 different credit cards, I've got a swiper, I can handle that. Thank you guys so much again. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'm going to take your guys' little customer connection cards really quick, and I'm going to do a little door prize drawing. Thank you. And the first thing, I told my fabulous hostess Kim that if we had 10 people tonight at the party, somebody would win a free vibrator, and guess what? You have 11 people at the party! So someone's going to go home with a free vibrator tonight, but before I do that, let's go ahead and do a couple of other things. Did anybody here bring a guest that was not invited? Okay, so you did over here in the corner, so I have a little sample for you for the person who brought the guest. This is a Just Like Me sample. If you would like to turn that back into me, you will it's a coupon as well, so you can keep it in your purse for whatever you want, or you can give it back to me and I'll give you 25% off a full-size bottle of Just Like Me if you would like the Just Like Me. All right, and then let's do a drawing for the green tickets. Green tickets. The person who's the winner of the green tickets tonight, you are going to get a free sample as well. And it's going to be a ticket that ends in 560.
That's me.
All right. So for you, I have a free sample. So same thing goes with you. You can go ahead and give that back to me in the shopping room if you would like to upgrade that to the full-size bottle, and you'll get 25% off your item. All right. And then finally, because we have 11 people here today, we're going to do a little drawing for a vibrator. The winner is, y'all have these turned in, right? This is your ticket in. All right. The winner is going to be, it's Angie. All right, Angie. So for you, I have a vibrator. Right here it is. There you are. Now, I have one other thing to tell you. You see that vibrator right there? That is a bullet. If you decide that you want to upgrade to something a little bit bigger and better tonight, you're going to turn that back into me. That is also a coupon. I will let you choose any one vibrator in the catalog at 25% off if you decide you want to give that one back to me. All right, so with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm just going to clean up a little bit, and then I'll be in the private shopping room in about 5 minutes. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.